what's going to happen if it crosses the border? And more on the beef side and the animal health side as well is you've got this rise in this threat of New World Screwworm and all. It's a fly that essentially the larva of that fly, it's a parasitic fly, and it affects livestock and humans and domestic animals, but a large impact that we've seen in the United States is on the domestic cattle herd back in the 1960s. And this is a parasitic fly, and the larvae basically burrow themselves into the flesh of cattle, for instance, and they just start eating away. It causes incredible infection. It's got to be treated professionally by vets, and a lot of the time, there's no saving them once the fly comes into it. And earlier in the year, we had found out that there was New World Screwworm detected in Mexico, in southern Mexico. There used to be this bio border in Panama, and back in the 60s, you saw this huge increase of New World Screwworm, this prevalence, and it crippled the domestic cattle markets here in the United States in the herd. I mean, you didn't have any cow. The flies were killing them. And it's hard to treat because unlike typical maggots or something like that, flies, they feed on live flesh. It's not necrotic. It's not dead flesh, right? And so it's just very, very hard to manage. And when you have this bio barrier in Panama where you were producing and sterilized flies, male flies, to kind of cease this reproduction. If you've got sterilized male flies, they're not breeding and they're not creating them. And so we pushed this all the way back. I think it was 1966 back to Panama, and that was our bio barrier. We had USDA collaborated with a lot of Latin American countries, with Mexico, have these sterile fly facilities to help fight this, so that this wasn't a concern for cattle producers and other producers. I mean, it can affect humans too. So there's this huge public safety concern as well. And recently, that bio barrier was broken, and I mean, the problem went away. We closed our sterile fly production facilities down because there wasn't a need for them. And so you've seen over the past few months just gradually these flies moving up Latin America through Mexico, and there's a significant threat that is coming because it's really close to the Texas border now.